As you know, the Concacaf Caribbean Women's Qualifiers are scheduled for the 23rd to the 27th of May, and we thought we can call this press conference to inform you of this event, as well as to announce our partnership with the Guyana Carnival. So I'd just like to introduce the members of the head table. We'll have some brief remarks and then we'll entertain your questions. Starting from my immediate right, we have Mr. Ian Greenwood, who's the Technical Director of the Guyana Football Federation. Next to Mr. Greenwood, we have Mr. Kerwin Ballers, who's the Director of the Guyana Carnival. And next to Mr. Ballers, we have Mr. Wayne Ford, who's the President of the Guyana Football Federation. We'll start with some opening comments from Mr. Ballers, and then we'll move over to TD, and then to Mr. Ford.
Good afternoon, members of the head table, media. Good afternoon once again. We're happy to be here once again to start a partnership or to continue on a partnership that we've had with the Guyana Football Federation. Of course, you know, Carnival is in the air. And one of the things that we want to introduce to our Carnival is the aspects of sports. In the media over the last couple of weeks, you would have heard about the Rugby Federation or the Guyana Rugby Association through its members who also putting together a Carnival Rugby tournament. So when we heard about what the GFF is doing, we thought that it was a perfect opportunity to also partner with them, especially based on the fact that they have teams that will be coming in from across the Caribbean to participate. Having teams in Guyana is one thing, but I think if we could also expose them to our culture, our music, our food, and have them get a good time while they're here, I think that will go a far way. So they're not here just to play football, but also get some entertainment while they're here. We had some conversation with Mr. Ford and his team, and one of the things that we came up with is to offer some discounted packages to those persons who are going to be coming to Guyana as part of this football tournament, so that they can also have a fun time while here for the Carnival. He was immediately interested in our offer, and hence the reason why we're here today, and we hope that this partnership will definitely bring some kind of entertainment or bring more entertainment to the aspect of football as it relates to, you know, Guyana hosting these events. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ballers. We'll now move over to Mr. Ian Greenwood, who will give us an overview of the tournament.
Okay, good afternoon. So we've got three very important games coming up, crucial games for the Lady Jags programme. Three very tough opposition. We've got Bermuda in the first game, which we feel will be the toughest opposition. They've got some strong players that they're bringing in from the UK as well. Suriname we played recently, and we feel that we missed a few golden opportunities to put that game to bed. So again, we know a lot about Suriname, and we're very confident going into that game. And our final game against Barbados, again they'll be fairly strong with an influx of some players from the USA as well. In terms of our squad composition, the official provisional squad is getting announced today. It's going to be 26 players coming into camp on the 17th. We've got players based internationally in the US, in the UK, in Canada, and based in Guyana. There's going to be 12 Guyana-based players in the squad. Players such as Annalisa Vincent from Region 1. We're going to have Jaladi Trim, who's the Young Player of the Year. She's going to be involved in the initial camp to give her some exposure as well. And then we have players that participated in the under-17s recently and also who played over in Trinidad. So we've got high hopes for players such as Lakeisha Pearson, who performed extremely well in the last games. How the squad is being developed is through the new coaching staff. And then based in Guyana, all of the players are coming through the academy training centres, which is something that we've never had before in terms of having this amount of local-based players into the squad. And we also have to stress that these players are in on merit, as opposed to being tokens that are coming along for the ride. We have players now that can start in international fixtures, that proved it a couple of weeks ago in Trinidad. So we're very confident in terms of what we're putting together. We have to stress as well that we're focusing on performances over the next three games. Because again, it is a relaunch of a programme, a brand new coaching staff, new set of players. So we're expecting good performances in terms of how we move the ball, how we play through the thirds, and our reaction in transition as soon as we lose it. We want to see that reaction to win the ball back in a 5-second frenzy. But we're very, very confident that the players will represent the country extremely well. And there's a great mix of players playing professionally and also in college and playing in Guyana as well.
Thank you, Mr. Greenwood. We'll now move over to Mr. President, Wayne Ford.
Thank you, Ms. Francis. Pleasant good evening to my good friends of the media, Mr. Buller at the head table, TD Greenwood. I think the opportunity to collaborate with HJ and to integrate the Concacaf qualifiers with the events that will take place during the carnival season is historic. Guyana will definitely win this group, and it will be the first time that we will be winning a group at home, and it is the time that we're inaugurating the carnival culture in Guyana. So all in all, we're going to have a lot to celebrate. A lot of work has been done behind the scene to prepare our team to identify the right mix, to implement the right strategy to get to this point. We are very, very optimistic about what the outcome will be. I'm glad that TD stressed the point that this is all part of a rebuilding process. A lot to learn on the 3 exciting days of competition. We want to encourage all of Guyana to come out and support the girls. You, our media partners, we want to ask you to do your part in promoting and getting the information out there to the public. I just want to say that this is an exciting extension of the long-standing relationship and partnership we have with the HJ family. And we just hope that we'll go from strength to strength, Coring, to you and your team.
Sure.
And every opportunity that we can collaborate with you guys as we try to grow the football product, the football brand, we'll be more than willing to embrace it. So thank you so much for coming on board with us. We'll be announcing a few other major partnerships in the coming days, not just for this tournament, but for other activities surrounding both the male and female programs. So thank you so much.